I set my intentions for all readings and spreads to channel clear and concise messages for growth and healing. I interpret cards based on a combination of study, intuition, and recorded experiences. I may or may not resonate with you as a reader and encourage you to seek out readers who do. If you wish to learn more about me, book a reading, or access more of my content, check me out on k-woo.com. If this reading resonates, please consider sharing, commenting, subscribing, or dropping a donation. More information about engaging Corey Woo can be found in the description box below this video. Thanks so much for watching. Here we go. Hello everyone, this is Corey. I am going to be doing a timestamp reading for all signs, and this reading is to clarify the general collective reading on kwoo.com for the month of August 2021. So for those of you who are wondering, I am doing a monthly timeless tableau on my website, k-woo.com. The link will be in the description box below. And I will be doing a timestamp video for all signs to clarify that on a monthly basis. So here we go. For the sign of Aries, please offer me clear and concise messages for the sign of Aries for August 2021. Alright. So at the bottom of the deck, you have the Devil and the Six of Wands. There's a temptation to showboat, show off, but it's not in your best interest to do so. In fact, going out of your way to get acknowledgement, to show off your skills, to gain any validation or win a battle is actually going to undermine your goal. And there's a need to change your perspective. We have the Hangman and the Moon. This is heavy Piscean energy. Both of these cards represent Pisces. With the Hangman, there's a sacrificing of the way that somebody is looking at something, and that sacrifice allows them to move forward with it, to move forward closer to their goal, to continue on the path towards evolving and growing themselves. This may be a difficult sacrifice, but it comes from seeing and accepting the truth, and balancing one's internal energy, because the Hangman follows the Justice card, and preempts death. So there is a sacrifice, but that sacrifice allows a transformation. That sacrifice comes through accepting the truth as it is, rather than fighting against it. Especially with the Moon card, this is about the clearing of illusions, the coming out of the emotional stagnation that comes with not allowing oneself to see the truth, not being able to see the truth, or being so caught up in one's illusions or one's emotions that they can't see a situation clearly. And I sense that the sacrifice that you need to make is expecting your validation, your accolades, your acknowledgement from specific sources. I sense that there's something creative here that you're looking for acknowledgement or attention, or there's some sort of battle and you're looking for acknowledgement that you've won, or you're going out of your way to win. But if you sacrifice the fear that you're going to put all of your energy into something that will go unacknowledged, uncelebrated, or unappreciated, and just focus on what it is that you're trying to create and making it the best possible exhibition of yourself, you're going to find that you get this Six of Wands that you're looking for. It may not come from where you think it should be coming from. It may not come exactly how you expected it to come. But when you release the need to prove yourself, shit's already been proven. So that's your reading. We have Piscean energy, Cancerian energy, and then we have your energy along with Leo and Sagittarius. And I'm sorry, I didn't mean Cancerian energy, but you might be dealing with one. I meant Capricorn with the Devil card. So now we're going to jump in the sign of Taurus. Some clear and concise messages for the sign of Taurus. There's too many cards. For the month of August 2021, by the general collective reading, we offer you 2 cards for the sign of Taurus. Clear and concise messages for August 2021. Okay. So we're at the halfway point of closing out a cycle. The world in reverse says that there is a cycle that should be closing out or is due to close, but it's the closure is delayed. The movement is slowed. There's stagnancy, stillness, etc. Taurus. The world can sometimes represent the fixed signs. Traditionally, you'll see the fixed signs, Aquarius, Scorpio, Leo, and Taurus represented. So that can be your energy. It's of an earthly nature. The cards that fell for you are the 7 of Wands and the Knight of Wands. I'm sorry, the 7 of Pentacles in the upright and the Knight of Wands. Just want to make it so you guys can see those cards. And you're trying to improve the situation. You're trying to invest in something that has the potential to grow. This can be a relationship or a long-term commitment. This can be saving your finances. This can be something like literally planting a garden and growing vegetables, herbs, plants, etc. Planting and nurturing something that you wish to grow. This is about taking meticulous care of something in the material realm, your body, your health. Learning to cook, for example, like I said, growing a garden. This is about taking the practical steps and doing the hard work. So this is about, not just putting a seed in the dirt, but tilling the soil, watering the soil, making sure that you are addressing any insects, for example, parasites, energetic parasites on your life, to carry the metaphor. The reason you're doing this is because you're passionate about moving forward in a specific direction. You're looking for something new, you're looking for something better, you're looking to improve a situation, and you're ready to take action. But there needs to be follow through. There needs to be discipline. There needs to be practicality. You need to put in what you expect to get out. If this is a relationship, you need to be practical in your expectations, but also be practical in your input. Are you giving what you expect to get back? Are you clear on the direction you want to go in? This is Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy showing up with the Knight of Wands. So this could be you or somebody that you're dealing with, but this person, they go towards their passions regardless of any fear that they feel. For them, fear is motivation with the Knight of Wands. This is Sagittarian energy. So the element of thrill, the element of risk is something that motivates them. It's something that they find pleasurable. It's something that fuels their energy to face their fears, to take action, to address something. I sense that there's a need to be patient. With the world in the reverse, this is about something moving slowly or not moving at all. And with the 7 of Pentacles, is all about patience. It's about, right now you're sowing seeds. You may not see signs of fruition, signs of growth just yet, but you're called to continue putting in your effort, to continue taking those practical steps consistently with discipline, and with great care. So on a mundane load, this can be somebody who's really learning their body at a sexual level, but also taking steps to address one's physical health. Exercise. This can be about bodybuilding, for example. So that's your reading. Hopefully it resonates. Drop a comment if any of that relates to you. And now we'll move on to the sign of Cancer. I am seeking clear and concise messages channeled from Spirit for the month of August to clarify the general collective reading for the sign of Cancer. We have the Three of Cups, Mercury in Cancer. This is your energy. This is about celebration. It can be about overindulgence and gossip, but it is showing up in the upright, so I'm reading it as high vibrational. I'm reading it as finding, this is about joining with friends, collaboration. This is about connecting with people who you really truly enjoy yourself with, who you can bond at an emotional level with. This is about celebrating, coming together to celebrate each person. You know, each person shows up as themselves authentically and with good intent and compassion for the other people. And that's what creates enjoyment. Watch out for overindulgence in superficial bonds, though, with the Three of Cups, Cancer, because a lot of times when you you pour too much or emotionally invest in something that's superficial in nature, you find yourself emotionally drained, dissatisfied, or at the risk of, having your deepest emotions exposed to somebody who doesn't really have your best interests at heart, because the Three of Cups can represent gossip. And then to clarify for the month of August for Cancer, August 2021, any additional information? I think I flipped that card, so we're just going to try this shit again. For the month of Cancer, August 2021. Knight of Cups in reverse. Yeah. So, you may be needing to forgive yourself or someone else for something. And move forward at an emotional level. The Knight of Cups for me is somebody who dwells in a fantasy of what might fulfill them emotionally, and they sometimes misinvest their feelings because of that. Especially with the Three of Cups, this isn't something you want to emotionally invest in at a deep level. The Three of Cups it's not even half. So it's shallow, it's superficial. These are people, these are acquaintances, people where you go to comfort and enjoy yourself, and you enjoy their company, but there needs to be a deeper investment by all parties if you wish to gain true healing at a deeper level from this. And there's a need to practice forgiveness. The Knight of Cups in the reverse is about, rejection. It's about dealing in fantasies and illusions and delusions at an emotional level. There's a group dynamic here that's leading to someone feeling rejected. There is a group dynamic or a superficial indulgence with one or more parties, or a third party situation that's resulting in someone feeling rejected, someone feeling emotionally drained, somebody finding it difficult to move forward at an emotional level. This is your energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. At the bottom of the deck, we have additional water energy, Seven of Cups. So there's some confusion with regard to what's emotionally fulfilling, who has the potential to emotionally fulfill someone. You may be called to choose between two parties, or somebody that you're dealing with in an emotional bond has to choose between you and someone else, and they may be facing a little bit of confusion about where their emotional fulfillment can best be found, where they want to emotionally invest. So I think that you need to focus on your own healing, Cancer, and your own forward movement at an emotional level. Let go of anything that's draining you. Let go of anything that causes you to feel emotionally insecure. And learn to enjoy yourself. without any expectation. Learn to enjoy yourself and others without any expectations of emotional longevity or commitment or anything. Sometimes you just have to enjoy a situation or a person for what they are presenting to you without any expectation that is going to be any deeper or any more than what you see at face value. So that's your reading, Cancer. And now we're going to move on to the sign of Leo for the month of August 2021. I'm channeling clear and concise messages to clarify the general collective tarot for August 2021 for the sign of Leo, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant. Channeling clear and concise messages for the sign of Leo to clarify the August 2021 general collective monthly reading. The Six of Cups, Leo. This is about, this is soulmate energy. This is about balance, emotional bonds and reciprocity. It's also associated with the past and nostalgia, childhood friendships, past romantic relationships. A lot of times some people denote this as a twin flame card. Not really my thing, but for the purposes of this reading, this is about relationships. This is about balanced emotional relationships, especially those that you've had for a while. It's also soulmate energy. So this is somebody who shows up as an energetic equal that you can bond with at a deep level. And then we have the Six of Swords in reverse. So this is about learning one's lessons and moving out of turbulent emotional waters into a calmer space of peace and balance. And I sense there's a delay. There's a delay in moving forward. There's a delay in applying one's lessons. There's a sense that you're lingering in turbulent waters looking for additional understanding, with the swords being clarity, logic, communication, etc. There's something that needs to be talked about in order for someone to move on from the past. There's something that still needs to be learned with the swords in the reverse. There may still be an opportunity for bonding and reciprocity in a situation. Are you aware of that, or are you walking away too soon with the Six of Swords? Leo, there's Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces energy. There could be a reconciliation, you know, there with the Six of Swords. What I'm seeing here is, okay, this is how I see it. The Six of Swords is moving toward, in the reverse, which is not moving away from the past, not moving forward, or slowly moving forward, or delaying that forward movement in light of the information. But this is also about the past. And what I see is that the Six of Swords in the reverse moves towards the Six of Cups. So it may be that there's a reconciliation of somebody from the past who already walked away. If you're going towards someone in the past, there needs to be open and balanced communication. There needs to be, you need to engage communicating with these people or this person here in a way that reflects your intent, but also a way that reflects the maturity that you've gained and a desire for peace, Leo. The Six of Swords moves out of turbulent water into peaceful waters. So they're moving away from difficulty. They're moving away from regret. They're moving away from the Five of Cups. They're moving away from crying over spilled milk, you know, hurt feelings associated with the past relationships, past bonds. And they're ready to apply their lessons to future relationships and bonds. They're ready to strategize with their communication and their information. They're ready to find peace and balance. There's 2 6 cards here, so it is about balance, reciprocity, giving what you expect, Also setting boundaries. So if you're putting out and not getting back in equal measure, then you need to walk away. You need to not delay detaching from situations that don't reflect your intent and your output, regardless of how the nostalgia or the way things that used to be. But also, you need to be prepared for that to happen to you. If you've been coming up short in your relationships, then don't be surprised when people walk away from you or are no longer engaging you in ways that they used to. Hashtag relatable. So now we're going to jump into the sign of Virgo. We have the devil jumping out. I'm not keeping it because I hadn't set my intentions for the shuffle prior to the card falling. But I am channeling now clear and concise messages for the sign of Virgo to clarify the general collective reading for the month of August 2021. For the sign of Virgo, I'm channeling clear and concise messages for August 2021 to clarify the general collective tarot reading. We have the Empress in reverse, the King of Wands at the bottom of the deck, the Three of Pentacles. How do you embody self-worth, Virgo? This is Earth energy, specifically Taurus and Libra. Venusian energy, rather. This is about being in a place where you attract what you need and desire by embodying that energy. So, for example, and this is about manifestation. This is all about creativity and creative manifestation with the Empress, but it's creativity and manifestation that comes through self-regard and self-value. So how the Empress takes care of herself is how other people wish to take care of her. In the reverse, it can be superficiality. It can be defining one's self-worth through material things, money, social validation. This is somebody who, in the reverse, can be selfish, but they are selfish in a way that comes from low self-esteem. So they make everything about them. They have to manipulate situations in order to keep the focus on them, because internally, when the focus is not on them, when externals are not focused on them, they feel worthless. So they're always constantly in this state of gathering more material goods or more social clout or more friends or more likes, etc., because without it they feel unworthy. Without it they feel bad about themselves. On the other side of this, though, this is about misuse of creative energy. This can be like a divine whore energy in the reverse. A lot of times they show it as the high priestess, but sometimes with the Empress, I get somebody who is sexually promiscuous. They're misusing Venusian energy. Let's put it like that. This is somebody who is histrionic. So this can be somebody you're dealing with. I really don't get that energy from Virgos very much. But this is somebody in general whose self-worth is not intact, whose self-value is not intact, whose self-regard is not intact, or is being defined by things that are superficial in nature. With the King of Wands, to me, this is about taking the necessary actions to solidify one's personal power. This is about business. So I'm thinking maybe, Virgo, you're trying to, you or somebody around you is trying to grow something together. You may be working with this person with the Three of Pentacles being at the bottom of the deck. to create something, to collaborate, to improve or expand something. The Empress is all about abundance. But there needs to be some action taken to solidify one's power. Somebody needs to take control of this situation in a way that is creative, in a way that is positive. They need to be, so this guy is charming, the King of Wands, but he's also powerful and fully aware of his power. And he's creative. So this is creative use of one's personal power, one's charm, one's personality, to take charge of a situation, to direct a situation, Virgo. And I think that that's something that you guys are typically good at, to take the reins of a situation and give it direction so that it can grow according to expectations, so that it can live up to its potential and value. But in taking control of the situation, you need to treat everyone else like equals, and that's where that charm comes in. That's where that charisma of the King of Wands comes in. That's where that creative energy of the Wands element comes in. Is that, yes, this person is powerful, but they don't lord over people unless they're in the reverse. They don't throw their power around. They don't wield it in egotistical ways, despite the fact that they have a great ego. They work with others. They treat everybody as an equal. This is somebody who acknowledges the unique contributions of everyone, and that's part of their charm, without that minimizing their confidence. And to me, these are opposing energies, so this can be within yourself, or the kind of sort of dynamic that you're finding yourself in a group. Watch your ego. But don't take no shorts with the Empress. She's not, even in the reverse, this person is out to get theirs. Period. You know what I mean? They're going for what they desire. They're going for what they need. They're going for what they want. The best way, Virgo, to show that your way is best is to be the example. Be the change you wish to see. And two, this person is so secure in their own personal power that they can encourage the expression of someone else's personal power without feeling threatened. This person in the reverse cannot do that. And it comes from a low self-worth. This is about material. This is about superficiality. This is somebody who puts all of their self-worth in their in material things, in their social clout and external validation. Their self-worth in the reverse with the Empress comes from outside. This person has inherent self-worth, and they express it with their actions and being an example. Just go ahead and encourage the people around you that you're working with or that you have to deal with on a regular basis. Highlight the things that are going well and provide suggestions for the things that are not going well, rather than criticism. And for me, I have Venus in Virgo, so I can definitely relate to this. The more I care about something, the more critical I can be. Curb that. Act from confidence. Be an example. So that's your reading, Virgo, and now we're going to move on to the sign of Libra. I'm channeling clear and concise messages for the sign of Libra for the month of August 2021. We are clarifying the general monthly reading for the sign of Libra during the month of August 2021. I'm channeling clear and concise messages. That was a strange shuffle, Libra. Two of Pentacles in the upright and the Queen of Wands reverse. At the bottom of the deck we have Strength in reverse, just so that you guys can see what it actually looks like here. So there's heavy Leo energy with the Strength card and the Queen of Wands showing up together. That with the Strength card, there's a need for self-control. There's a need to control your ego, your impulses, Libra. You may be dealing with somebody who needs to curb their own ego and impulses, but this is also somebody who is overreacting out of fear and lack of self-compassion. This is somebody who is overreacting or acting out because they're not aligned with their personal power, their creative power, that which makes them attractive. They may not recognize or be in line with it. And this is actually reminding me of something that Amber Khan once said in the Leo reading. Sometimes people stop treating you like the queen you are because you stop behaving like her. She said something to that effect. For those of you who recall, tag it or let me know. But yeah, shout out. So this is about melodrama. This is about somebody who is caught up in their ego, and so they're not taking the required actions. They're not behaving in a way. This is about the actions that somebody is or is not taking from a place of confidence. In the reverse, this is somebody who is backbiting. This is somebody who is over dramatic or overreactive. And with the Strength card, it's about controlling one's impulses becomes easier when you're aware of your personal power. And with the Two of Pentacles, it's about balancing this is about taking responsibility, balancing practical needs. You know what I mean? This is about the practical steps. This is about your livelihood, your material foundations, your physical foundations, and your body. But it's also about making decisions. It's about prioritizing. This person seems not to have the confidence to prioritize what they really want out of life, not to take the action. The Queen of Wands is an entrepreneur, and I'm drawn to that definition because of the Two of Pentacles. This is somebody who either has their own business or wants to start their own business, and they're trying to find a balance within and work with limited resources to do so. I sense that there's a successful working with the resources, but that's going to come through one's confidence and one's ability to curb one's habits and face one's fears in order to establish themselves independently. You can't be afraid to express your best self if you want to be successful. Aries, Leo, Sagittarian energy, specifically Leo energy with the Strength card at the bottom of the deck, and then Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo energy here with the Two of Pentacles. I'm going to move on to the sign of Scorpio. For the month of August, I'm channeling clear and concise messages to clarify the general collective tarot for the sign of Scorpio during the month of August 2021. I'm channeling clear and concise messages for the sign of Scorpio to clarify the general collective August 2021 tarot reading. Things I love most about this deck: none of the silver stuff falls off, like a lot of gilded decks. Okay, Scorpio. We have Ace of Cups reversed and the Fool, with the Three of Pentacles in the upright. So I think there's a drawn out healing process here. There's an ending of an emotional bond, a family situation. This usually comes after the Ten of Cups. But there's healing to be had with the aces, whether they come reversed or upright, Scorpio, and this is your energy. There's forgiveness to be had. There's new beginnings and love. Both of these cards are about singlehood too, though. So it may be that you know, turn down an offer, or somebody turns down an offer that you make. It could be that an offer is delayed, but what I sense is that there's healing and possibly love offers or offers of friendship and forgiveness coming in. And with the Three of Pentacles, there's a need to learn to, you know, work with others to build stable and steady foundations, to invest in those who invest in you. With the Fool, though, this is big energy. This is starting a whole new cycle of evolution. This is releasing past emotional baggage. The Fool doesn't keep baggage with him. The Fool is notoriously free of any weight, anything that holds them down, holds them back, or clouds their vision. This is somebody who expects the best out of their situation. This is somebody who has no fear because they've released baggage associated with the past. So there is nothing to fear. They're open. They're curious. They are willing to see what comes and work with it. Aries energy with the Fool. With the Ace of Cups, that's your energy, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. And then the Three of Pentacles, of course, is Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo. I sense that the love, Scorpio, that you're looking to receive, the forgiveness that you're looking to give to yourself and others, comes by way of your transcending fear of the unknown with the Fool card. Not everything that you don't know has the potential to hurt you. Everybody who chooses not to expose their emotional self to you isn't approaching you with ulterior motives. But more importantly, it's hard to give sincerely when you're not allowing yourself to receive. There will always be something missing and lacking if you're not allowing yourself to give. No, if you're not allowing yourself to receive that which you put out, for better and for worse. I sense a need to forgive yourself and move forward, to forgive someone else and move forward, so that you can welcome in this new beginning that has the potential to arrive for you emotionally, whether that be a new offer of love, or just healing in general from the past with the Fool card. So good luck to you, Scorpio. And now we are going to move to the sign of Sagittarius. I am channeling clear and concise messages for the sign of Sagittarius. To clarify the general monthly reading for August 2021, I'm channeling clear and concise messages for the sign of Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant. Sagittarius, August 2021. King of Cups in reverse. Somebody who may be overindulging out of hurt feelings, somebody who's whose foundation is becoming unbalanced due to their turbulent emotions, and possibly their unwillingness to face or acknowledge them. And then we have the Page of Swords in reverse as well. So we have two people here, possibly one person. The Page of Swords a lot of times shows up as a spy. This can be somebody who communicates inappropriately or immaturely, asking questions, seeking out information. This is somebody who is spying. Sagittarius, this is somebody who is refusing to communicate or keeping secrets, telling lies, being dishonest. In either way, whatever this person is doing, their handling of information and communication is immature at best. They're withholding information. They are telling secrets. They are not considering the impact of their words before they're speaking, etc. But also, this is a spy, so this is somebody who's secretly gathering information. This is the Page is a student, somebody who's, all the pages are students, so they're people who are studying and gathering information. This one in particular is somebody who is gathering communication, secrets, facts. The King of Cups is somebody whose emotions are unstable. This is still a king, but their foundation, the intensity of their emotions is now what you notice most about them. It's at the top of the card in the reverse. They may be emotionally drained by this immature communication that they're having with this person. Sagittarius, are you it looks like somebody's giving themselves over to codependent behavior in light of some sort of communication or information that they gathered in secret, and they're not communicating their feelings because of how they got the information, but they're very upset. And this person may be drinking they may be drinking to comfort their feelings, or giving over to other indulgences and other, bad habits because of their hurt feelings. Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean energy here with the King of Cups. Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy here with the Page of Swords. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Ace of Pentacles. So it can have to do with money or a new beginning. That may be why this person is not communicating, because they're in the midst of a new beginning on a material level. So that it seems like they're hiding their feelings, or they're withholding communication because their feelings are hurt. So that's your reading, Sagittarius. And now we're going to move on to the sign of Capricorn. I'm channeling clear and concise messages to clarify the general collective tarot reading for August 2021 for the sign of Capricorn, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Dominant. I'm channeling clear and concise messages from Spirit for the sign of Capricorn for the month of August 2021. Alright, Capricorn, these jumped out. I think I'm going to keep them. We have the Sun, Two of Cups in reverse, and the Two of Wands in reverse. Okay, so this is kind of straightforward, actually, despite the fact that you got more cards than all of the other signs. Seven of Swords in reverse. So there's some clarity, there's some truth that's coming out regarding some deception, some thievery, some sort of manipulation or secret strategy with regard to an air sign. Actually, you have all the elements here indicated except Earth. So we'll go over that in a minute, but there's some sort of clarity to some sort of deception or manipulation or thievery that occurred in the past. And I sense you spent a long time looking for more and better than what you had experienced before. You might have done a lot of traveling the world. You may have spent a lot of time networking and getting to know new people, and and just trying to engage. You, it seems like you were looking for an equal. You were looking for romantic relationships, friendships. With the twos both showing up together here, it's like you were looking for improved emotional bonds and inspirational emotional bonds that were also reflections of your energy and output. These are both cards of balance and equality. With the Two of Wands, this is travel in search of improvement and betterment and evolution and growth and expansion. With the Two of Cups, this is about people who are sharing their emotions and their compassion with one another. They're opening themselves up to one another in equal measure. They're reciprocating the communication of their feelings. In the Two of Cups, with the reverse, sometimes this is a separation. This is making a decision with regard to one's relationships. And I sense that right now, you may have recently gotten some information that cleared out some deception, some manipulation or confusion. And it may have broken up a relationship, or, caused you to reevaluate something that you had already walking away from, or a separation because you thought that the situation didn't have room for improvement. And I sense that you've gotten clarity from that situation. And the Sun is about happiness and success. Despite any clarity that's come in, I sense that you are happy the way things are now. I sense that even this separation was an improvement to what came before it. And I even think that you might be you're finding that you're happier without these relationships. You're happier when you're not constantly in a state of looking for the next best thing with the Two of Wands. Yeah, this is pretty straightforward. It looks like you're pretty happy to get out of an emotional bond that was not reciprocal in nature. You spent a lot of time sort of trying to make it better, maybe to no avail, until you got some sort of truth that came out and allowed you to just walk away from the situation and let it go altogether. So good luck to you. Please let me know if that resonates. The signs that I have here are Leo here with the Sun, possibly another Aries or Sagittarius. And then with the water, we have Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. The Seven of Swords represents air signs, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. So basically, Capricorn, we look at this may be external to you or another energy in your natal chart, but it looks like all of the elements are showing up aside from your own. So now we're going to move into the sign of Aquarius. I'm offering and channeling clear and concise messages for the sign of Aquarius to clarify the general collective tarot for the month of August 2021. I'm channeling clear and concise messages for the sign of Aquarius to clarify the August 2021 general monthly collective tarot. Four of Swords, Seven of Swords, Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. Okay. Somebody's breaking their silence. Somebody spent a long time hiding, resting, recovering, in relative silence, peace, quiet, or isolation. This is air sign energy. This is your energy, Aquarius. Could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, or another Aquarius. But this is somebody who is recovering from difficulty, from emotional, from a separation that was painful. From they've taken the time to see through their pain and accept the truth, and now they're in a place of rest and recovery. They are rebalancing, recalibrating, and rebuilding their reserves at a mental level. This can be meditation. In the reverse, though, this is somebody who's coming out of this period of solitude, isolation, quiet, and they're breaking their silence. This is somebody who's ready to speak, but with the Seven of Swords, this is secrets, this is lies, this is deception, this is thievery. These two cards to me is like somebody breaks their silence but still isn't telling the whole story. Somebody breaks their silence with a purpose to manipulate, to deceive, to tell half of the truth. This can be about lies of omission, Aquarius. The Seven of Swords is Aquarian energy. Just be aware of that, that you do not that you don't find yourself engaging in this energy in a negative sense, you know, deception, manipulation, trying to this is somebody who gets off on manipulating, deceiving, and taking from others. In the positive, this can be somebody who's strategizing a goal. Silent moves, for example, their goal may not be nefarious or malicious in nature, but they're being very quiet or mum about it and very strategic. But I'm drawn to the fact that they're opposites. The Four of Swords in reverse represents somebody who's breaking a silence, and the Seven of Swords is about stealth and about silence and about secrets. But it's also about deception and thievery and manipulation. So, you know, if it's not quiet, if somebody's breaking their silence and they're coming with the Seven of Swords, it's almost like somebody's lying straight to somebody's face. They're coming out with straight bullshit. Or somebody strategically breaks their silence. Somebody, you know, it's like they're timing their reemergence into society, or their re-engagement or their communication, which is cool if that works for you. But, you know, beware of deception. Everything you put out comes back to you. With the Knight of Cups, this is about forgiveness and forward movement and healing. This is about offers of love, forgiveness, somebody expressing their feelings. So maybe there's a there's somebody who's trying to strategically express their emotions after a period of isolation, after a period of deception, confusion, manipulation, after being deceived or stolen from. Somebody's breaking their silence in regard to this. Definitely curious about how that turns out. If it resonates with you, hit me up. This is Aquarius, Libra, Gemini energy with the Knight of Cups at the bottom of the deck. There's Cancer, Scorpio, Piscean elements. So if that relates to you, let me know. And now we're going to jump into the sign of Pisces as we finish up for the signs. I'm offering and channeling clear, concise messages for the sign of Pisces to clarify the general collective reading for August 2021. For the sign of Pisces, I'm offering and channeling clear and concise messages to clarify the general reading for 2001 in the month of August. Pisces. Five of Wands in the reverse. This is clearing up conflict and confusion, maybe dealing with fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. This is multiple people trying to reach a goal or various goals, and their ways of doing things are causing conflict. This can be petty ego battles where people are trying to show that their way is the right way to do something, but in the reverse, it's coming out of that conflict, clearing up the ego battles, releasing the pettiness. This is the best way being clarified and obvious, you know, etc. And then we have the Lovers. So there's a competition between two parties and there's a decision. Somebody's making a head over heart decision with regard to a love situation that has brought some conflict between multiple parties. This could be a third party. A lot of times the Lovers can be deciding between two different people. Here, there's an ending of competition. You know, these are people who all have a wand, so they're all taking an action. They all have a goal. They're all trying to do something. Where the conflict comes from is each person believes that the way that they're doing something is the right way, and they may be trying to get other people in the group or who are involved in the situation to do things their way, or there just may be competition. You know, backbiting. Too many people. Too many. You know, hands in the pot. This is with the Lovers. This is Gemini energy. If you look, the Lovers is pointing towards the Five of Wands. So somebody's making a clear choice to end this conflict. And then we have the Page of Cups. So there's definitely going to be some sort of rejection or forgiveness, some sort of emotional offer or withdrawal of an offer in one direction or another, Pisces. There may be a leaving behind of somebody who's emotionally immature for somebody who you see as an equal. But also this might be coming out of internal conflict regarding who you really care about, you know, and what to do about it. Putting cease to the competition, you know, allows you emotional fulfillment, allows you to communicate your emotions in a way that's authentic and sincere, and receive that in turn when there's not any superfluous distractions in the form of other people, you know, circling around and trying to compete for your affections or your partner's affections. In work, this can be, you know, it being made obvious who's doing the best work. You know, this is the cutting out of the competition. This is knocking the competition out of the water with, you know, your example. So I hope that these readings resonated for all of you. Just a reminder, all information regarding booking a reading, any general readings that I post, how to contact me via social media, will always be located in the description box below. As well as I am going to timestamp this reading in the comments, just so that you guys are aware. These readings are meant to clarify the general collective reading that's on my website at kwoo.com.